YouTube.com. So many ways to join us for Full Gear, just over 30 minutes away, live on pay-per-view at the top of the hour. And Paul, last night on Rampage, we saw that powerful right hand delivered by Big Boom AJ, but we also saw an emphatic cutter delivered by QT Marshall. And with all of that in mind, because it was a weigh-in, I had to ask, did you have PTSD?
Did I have PTSD?
When the last time you ever saw a weigh-in?
Yes. The weigh-in definitely will always stick in my memory as one of the most unique I've ever done. With Big AJ and that boom and that right hand, I'm going to give him that advantage with QT in my book because he's got a lot more power. QT has done a real good job of trying to make himself faster and lighter. He's given up a lot of size and strength to AJ tonight.
I'll tell you what though, AJ has not felt this type of contact in 20 years, we said.
You keep saying that, Daddy Magic, and you know I love you, but this guy has been in the trenches digging in Jersey. He hasn't had the opportunity to compete in front of a capacity crowd, which may be a factor, but he's still putting in the work, lacing up boots.
That's what I'm talking about. You feel this energy here tonight? He's picking up boys. 30 minutes away, Full Gear. Pay-per-view.
We heard from Big Boom AJ that he's looking to end this match with QT Marshall. He's going to use the move he calls the power boom. Do you think calling his shot, especially against a crafty vet like QT Marshall, could be a mistake for Big Boom AJ?
Yeah, time will tell whether it's a mistake or not, but I like the fact they're trying to play head games with QT. QT fancies himself some kind of, a guy that thinks with his brain and attacks people's egos. When you mess with him back, he cracks a little bit. We've seen this in the past.
AJ getting underneath QT Marshall, and if you're wondering where Tony Schiavone is, he went to go put earmuffs over that Rizzler because the fans here in Newark using some salty language.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is in a wrestling environment, as you know.
Especially in the Northeast.
Yes, absolutely.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, Mitt Menard's been known to use salty language.
Me? Back off, Tony. To your point, though, Paul, you're right. QT Marshall, you can get in his head a little bit, right?
Can't get in his head. He fancies himself as a guy that gets in everybody else's head, but he's got a thin shell. You crack the shell, QT makes mistakes.
He also is in, you gotta say, he's in phenomenal shape. The best shape of his life.
Yeah.
Quickly to the midsection, and now QT taking the side headlock. Really trying to grind this one out.
The thing is, with QT losing the weight that he has, he's gotten a tremendous physical shape that he's in. He's also lighter. AJ looks strong enough, he can just pick QT right up, throw him over the top rope.
It may come to QT, be a disadvantage for QT, no doubt.
Yeah, I think you'd want to get the big guy running, get him huffing and puffing, and end this thing early from QT.
That would be the smart play, definitely. Cardio would be the QT's advantage. Plus the nerves of AJ being in front of this capacity crowd here at Full Gear.
QT Marshall looking for the double shoulder tackles. Big Boom AJ absorbing it.
Wow! That could have been it right there!
Did that change the dynamic right there, or what?
Oh, there it is! The double chin stroke.
The double chin stroke by the Rizzler. We've seen it all now.
Really? It was slicing it up here tonight, Tony.
It was almost phenomenal as Jeff Jarrett's bouffant haircut that we see.
I'm actually glad to know that Paul Walter Hauser and Jeff Jarrett were able to bury the hatchet after the whole Golden Globe business between those two.
Me too.
Look at here! How about Big AJ? There you go!
QT Marshall.
How many of these guys QT's got with him?
You think he has fleas?
No, he trying to cool him off for crying out loud.
Are they not allowed to touch him? But
Listen.
Oh, got it.
Big Boom AJ.
Stay focused.
Friendly fire on a security detail.
Well, I think I psychically willed that to AJ to get out of the way. We knew something was coming. You cannot turn your back on QT.
maybe this AJ's smarter than he looks.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well,
Actually,
look very
looks
right.
quite a bit like you.
He's very smart.
He runs a very successful social media brand. I think that says a lot.
It sure does.
Yes, Matt. As Big Boom AJ returning, QT Marshall into
And
There you go, QT.
critical mistake, classic mistake. Stick your head in the ropes. Keep your eye off your opponent.
Just calling it like I see it right now. Looks like QT is definitely in a little bit better cardio condition than AJ. Maybe this crowd is getting AJ's nerves.
It certainly can play a factor, the bright lights. We got 10,000 people here. We're live around the world. Full gear.
Now here's a mistake that QT makes. He's too busy gloating, and he should have seized the opportunity after that DDT.
QT now landing a big right hand of his own.
This says a lot about a man's character to hit someone when they're down.
Yeah, well, we know all about the character, and I'm very surprised you talked about the cardio training. That QT is not trying to run his opponent ragged, right?
Agreed. He should be running and moving a little bit more, but right now he's got AJ on the ropes. AJ's struggling, so why not go and take advantage of QT's moment?
It could be that QT feels like he doesn't need to do that to overcome Big Boom AJ. He could,
I can't argue that point, but I would still press the QT to take AJ seriously and try to put him away before you make a mistake.
QT, who is drawn with the other members of Big Boom AJ's family at ringside, but answered with that big drop kick.
It looks like QT's enjoying this one, guys. Taking his time.
Press, cover.
All right. He's taking his time, guys. That's what he's doing. He's enjoying it. He's waited 20 years.
I see what you're saying, Daddy Magic. He's in the zone, feeling it, huh?
That's right. Look at this. Putting a squeeze on the big man. It's going to be a good night in Newark, guys.
Hey, guys, the Rizzler is over.
Where is he ever?
He's over to your left.
That's true.
Just gotta start just grabbing the chin.
What?
Which one?
Look at him.
Nice belly to belly by AJ off QT.
Tell you what, you can tell AJ he's a pro. Been around.
His instincts are there without a doubt. He
Yes,
knows
sir.
when to pull the trigger.
What a belly-to-belly suplex, man.
And he's doing just enough to keep himself in this thing here.
To keep himself alive, that's where QT's got to be smart and put AJ away.
Big Justice trying to urge on his father. The last thing you want is to see Big Boom AJ fall to this New Jersey turncoat. QT Marshall.
He's bringing the boom right now. Big time. Look at this.
You think if QT gets desperate enough, he's going to take a shot at the king?
There's no lengths, no depths that QT Marshall looks into, but right now, QT. Buster by Big Boom AJ.
Gonna cover.
Now AJ's got to cover. QT's in trouble.
This comes back to the conditioning we were talking about, I think, maybe.
A little bit.
And fans, we are just over 20 minutes away from Full Gear, live on pay-per-view. So many ways to join us.
Hold on here.
What is it? What is AJ doing up here? This might be a mistake.
I think it is.
Look at QT.
That took a lot of energy to climb up to that top turnbuckle.
He nailed him with it.
Yeah, but now is it going to cost him later?
He can't follow up with anything right now.
Getting the people going, though.
I think the lack of ring time is hurting him here.
The scoop. And now with QT Marshall over the shoulder, the running power. Big Boom AJ. The leg is hooked down. QT this time. Kicking out.
So close. Nice aggressive cover by AJ. I love hooking the leg all the way on the shoulders. Nice to see a good cover. That's old school.
Rizzler was ready to ring the bell.
And fans, just over 22 minutes away from Full Gear, live on pay-per-view at the top of the hour through traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, YouTube.com, PPV.com, and Dave and Buster's locations nationwide. QT Marshall the kick, taking Big Boom AJ off his feet internationally. You can join us on Triller, YouTube, PPV.com, main event, and Sky. That's QT.
That is it.
A car, two, and
Big Boom AJ. Lackadaisical cover by QT. Didn't pin all the shoulders with weight. I'm telling you, the cover is important for young wrestlers out there. Use your weight.
The Rizzler, no concern on his face. A little more concern on the face of Big Justice. The Rizzler, QT. What is he doing? Oh, Paul White.
He's saying, back your ass up, is what he's saying.
What's QT doing?
QT Marshall going to assault a child. I guess we'll never find out thanks to the actions of Paul White. But
Yeah, absolutely.
does that grant Paul White honorary Rizzler status?
You better watch it, Big Justice.
Keeping him safe for the Rizzler here. Good job, Paul.
QT looking to go upstairs, it looks like.
QT, look at his gesturing at Big Justice.
It's quite the match we got here, guys.
It really is. I mean, AJ is doing some things.
Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
Punch from Big Boom AJ.
Wow, he's recovering right now. Wow.
Standing vertical suplex off the top rope. Cover him, AJ. Cover him.
That's how the AJ can smell it here. He smells the victory line.
The boom's echoing out.
The boom's coming.
Throughout the Rock, the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, and perhaps the Power Boom. This could spell doom for QT Marshall. But that's Aaron Solo. One-time friend of QT Marshall. Just ate a right hand from Big Boom AJ.
Watch out, AJ.
Face.
Pump kick got him. On target.
Yeah, Big Boom AJ took his eyes off of QT Marshall just for a moment.
Is anyone watching this point?
Justice is in the ring.
Oh no! It's unbelievable! Look at it now!
Big Boom AJ, he's got QT.
Power bomb. Yes.